and we'll see where we're at. Hold on. Alright, sorry you are going to hear some audio, like, feedback, sorry about that. Hey MC, glad you're here. We're about to try to see if we can't take care of this audio sync issue. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, that we actually seem to be in more or less perfect sync. I don't know, it might have just been an issue with the Insane Trilogy for whatever reason. Or, like, maybe just Crash 3 specifically. I have no idea, but it seems to be working fine so far today. So, with that said, ladies and gents, welcome, one and all, to, a new stream of Spyro Reignited Trilogy here on the Overanalyst channel. Really looking forward to diving back into this collection, as we stopped to take a deep dive into all 3 entries in the Crash Insane Trilogy canon. Just a reminder, we're not done with Crash 3, we're just going to be spacing out like the in-game gem collecting run over a few more days, just to kind of dilute that. But yeah, I had a great time with those platformers, but not quite as much fun as I had with Spyro 1. And I've been told by people way more authoritative on this subject than I, that the next 2 games are even better, with the 3rd in particular being really special. Again, a bit like Crash. So with that said, let's not waste any time and jump right into Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, introducing, I think, the antagonist they brought back in a really clumsy fashion for the rushed Enter the Dragonfly game. You know, the only Spyro I really got to play when I was younger. Yikes. Let's see what we got. I'm excited. Really excited, actually. Now, question though, something I want us to keep an eye on and keep in the back of our minds. What is enemy design going to be like in this game? Because they're gonna have a really hard time topping the incredibly expressive, charismatic Shreks.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
And I think the environment they're in is actually not just, like, aesthetically, that was the map of one of the worlds from the first game. Like, I think the very first stage from the Artisan's world.
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
Well, you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
Let's hope we get lucky and get the one dragon who actually does something.
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
SpongeBob got some sass in him, y'all.
Well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from
So I
me?
really like this redesign for Ripto, compared to, like, the old artwork I've seen.
A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! You imbecile! You hate my scepter!
Not too sure about the designs of his henchmen, but I really dig Ripto's character design, and all of these folks.
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
So it looks like this game introduces non-dragon characters that don't passionately hate Spyro, so that eliminates some of the moral ambiguity we had to deal with, and oh my god, it controls just as well as the first game does. I've missed this a lot.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
It's kinda what we do. Leave it to us, Jerry. Alright, so, let's see what we're dealing with here. So, I think I've been told there are 4 different, like, hub worlds in this game, and each of them is probably going to correspond to a season? That's, like, my guess. Let's see what we've got to collect here. So we've got talismans. Those are new, and I guess might take the place of, dragon eggs. We've got a big old bunch of gems, starting at 400 this time around, so levels might be a bit bigger as well. Yeah, no, look, 10,000 gems total, yikes. And, not entirely sure what those 3 little, X or cross-shaped icons in between the gem and talisman icons are. Well, only one way to find out, right? So let's take a look around, and yeah, this looks as gorgeous as I'd come to expect. We can still barbecue innocent wildlife for additional health. This is like just more Spyro goodness, looks like. Wow, they just start right off the bat making you feel terrible for fighting the enemies. Because these guys are Ripto's men, I believe, but were. What on earth is that? They dropped a unique resource. Oh, it's more of these big guys that we can only flame, I think. Okay. So now we have an incentive to kill all the enemies we come across. As if there wasn't one for the simple sake of progress earlier. We get some kind of something from them. So it looks like purple gems are now worth only 5, as opposed to, I think, 25 in the first game, right? Oh, how could I have missed all of these? It's not terribly thorough of me. Now, I'm just trying to recall what little I saw from Show Me the Nuggets livestream of the third Spyro, but I think, unlike the first game, our allies are actually going to, you know, do things to help us this time around, so that's exciting. Yellows are worth 10. I think that was the case in the first game, right? Blues were worth 5, yellows were worth 10. I really appreciate that from the start they give you sparks as like a little short-range treasure magnet. Did we get everything here? Let's double check. Yeah, looks like it. Okay then, on to these mines, I guess.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this.
Just like the checkpoint fairies from the first game.
Into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
Oh, thank you very much. Ooh. Oh, there's a notorious character. That's Moneybags the Bear. And he showed up, I think, once in Enter the Dragonfly. And if I recall, his gimmick in every game is basically charging you exorbitant amounts of gems to open special pathways. Even this fantasy world can't escape predatory capitalism.
Looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
Okay, so we don't know how to climb with our little dragon paws yet.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
Well, that's no big deal.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon.
They still count towards our total, I believe.
You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
Well, as long as we're terribly thorough with our collection, then he shouldn't be too much of an obstacle. A pain, sure. Inconvenient, yes, but not a major impediment. Unless he's going to require us to obtain certain amounts of gems from certain sections of a given stage. Well, hold on, we can talk to him again.
Still here? Why did...
Okay.
To get a good look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
Alright, what am I looking for? Not really a whole lot to look at in here. I'm not seeing a secret or anything. But good information to have, I suppose. So right off the bat, this first stage, and I guess it is a first stage, not like a hub world or anything, is way more involved. I'm digging this. They've taken the basic proof of concept and expanded upon it.
Fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
Ah, there we go.
This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest.
The hub world,
Worlds of
right.
Avalar.
Okay, so our real objective is going to be collecting the talismans, I presume? But first, why don't we explore the rest of Glimmer? This nice little stonecutter settlement under siege, or gem cutter, I'm sorry. We've already gotten quite a lot of this stage's gems, but I don't think we'll be able to get them all until, again, we learn how to climb, to access that side path back in the mine. I see this. Is this some kind of... Is this an entrance to one of the speed-based levels, or flying levels, I'm sorry, which I learned a bit late are called speedways in, like, series parlance. There we go. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have to come back here with some abilities we'll pick up later, which suggests to me that there's going to be more, far more maneuvers and to learn and other upgrades to find in this game than there were in the first. Maybe. Unless...
Great! The Superfly power-up is active.
Superfly.
Restart our gem
Hell
lamps.
yeah.
Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
Okay, so that's how we're gonna get to those greater heights. It's like a special mission. Oh, this is new. Check this out. They even have a difficulty ranking. I'm quite enjoying this. Walk through the pyramids to trigger the Superfly power-up. Light all the gem lamps quickly. Okay, so it is like a speedway, basically. Yeah, exactly. It's like a one-off speedway mission. There we go. And this will unlock that central building, like the tower
Thanks for
there.
helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better.
Ah, that must be
Take
what
it
those
instead.
mystery resources are. Orbs. Alright. And maybe there'll be, like, different colors for the different seasonally themed lands. Well, at any rate, let's pick up some more Superfly and investigate the rest of this area. Ooh, do you think, even without climbing, we could use it to go back in the mines and access that shaft? A lot of loot hidden away up here. What is this? Do we have any kind of slam move presently? Anything Spyro can do that I've not been told about? No? Not yet? Alright. Oh, we have to remember to investigate over here as well. But first, let's try getting into that little tower. And making sure we didn't miss anything over on the plateau. I could have missed like a gem or two. Oh, nothing. Alright. Oh, that was just for part of the standard little speedway objective, I think. Alright, alright. Another one of those barren patches of Earth. Not sure what we're going to do there, but interested to find out. Let's see if we can't do that objective back in the mine. Ah, do you see that? It starts draining far more quickly once we head inside, I believe. Well, let's give it one more try. Maybe if we fly the whole way in. I know I'm stubborn and holding us back a little bit, but I'm just really curious. No, it just tanks as soon as we get in here. We can go up this way, though. That's something. Can we light these lamps as well? Oh, yes, we can. Although, I believe we're supposed to fly around using the Superfly power-up over there. Well, y'all know me, I'm cheesing it, if I can. Just for fun. Two out of 6 for now ain't bad. I have a feeling that little cavern we saw off to the side of the lamp plaza might lead us around to that Superfly gate. We might not actually need to know how to climb, after all, hopefully. Ah, this guy has an orb for us.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
Oh, so this is going to be a regular thing then. There's going to be plenty of NPCs inhabiting the stages that give us little miniature quests with their own objectives and rules and all that. I really like that, actually. It takes these already well-designed worlds, I mean from a visual and audio perspective, and gives them even more character. So, just hit lizards with rocks. Okay.
Nice shooting. Follow me to the next lizard.
Sure, let's go kill innocent, like, juvenile creatures that are just hungry. I'm still convinced that Spyro's not the good guy here. Oh, I bet the lizards might appear on those barren patches of earth we saw earlier. Yep.
You can spit pretty far, Spyro. See if you can spit all the way to the lizard.
Okay. God, it exploded. What are these gem cutters doing?
To hit that lizard up high, you'll have to aim. Press the action button to aim, then press the attack button to spit.
Right.
You can pick up... To aim...
Yeah, okay. Oh, there's our rock. There we go. Sorry, little guy. Alright, where is it? Aha. Next. Oh, so we're going back through the entire stage, alright. But where are we headed ultimately? Is one gonna be up there? Yep. Just one more. Yeah, so maybe on top of the grassy platform over there. No. Oh, up there. I see.
Yay! You've saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
Okay, Bouncer. Sure. Just really watch what you do with those rocks, alright? I mean... Oh, be great if I could, like, flame them and have them explode or something. We shall return for that, that ladder at some point. This I swear. Did we miss anything over in Bounce's little death cavern? One more gem. It's not terrible. I guess we're ready to head back though, since, according to the old guidebook, we have one gem, or one orb left, and I'm certain it's the orb we'll get for lighting all the lamps in the cavern.
Step through the...
Alright, we shall return. Still got an interactive loading screen. I think that's a nice touch. Lots of games back in the day had these. We've also got a good deal more story, it looks like.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am? He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
So it seems like there's going to be either 14 platform, like standard open world stages in this game, so fewer than the first game, but presumably they're all a bit larger and more detailed, like Glimmer. Or, what I'm thinking is, 14 stages will award us with talismans, they're kind of the essential path, the critical path, and lots of other stages, like the speedways and things like that, will instead have, like, just several gems. Or, not gems, orbs, sorry. So what do we have in this? Yeah, so for instance in the Summer Forest, there's going to be 400 gems and 4 orbs. Thinking there will be a lot of stages like that. Oh, and we can swim this time around. That's lovely. Anything behind the waterfall? No. Man, there's almost always something behind the waterfall. These blue dragonflies or butterflies give us additional lives, I think. Nice of them to throw a couple of those our way early on, but if this is anything like the first game, it shouldn't be too difficult. Something I've not said about a game I've played in some time. Oh, there's gems down there, so can we dive? Do we know how to dive? We do not know how to dive yet, so looks like we'll need to backtrack yet again. We're going to get a lot of new powers, it seems.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
Okay.
Check your guidebook by...
Any advice on those orbs? No? Alright. Well, this is absolutely gorgeous. This seems to be Insomniac's take on a very standard high fantasy, almost fairy tale setting, done a bit more seriously than, say, the Artisan's World from Spyro 1. There's more detail here. There's all kinds of cute anthropomorphic creatures living here. I presume each of the hub worlds is going to be quite a bit different. This one is, at least stylistically, standard, but it's executed so well. Everything looks so damn gorgeous. Oh,
Hey,
here's
Spyro.
Hunter.
Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it.
Oh god,
Press
here
the
it
jump
comes.
button, then press jump again while you're
Yeah.
still in the air to glide.
Oh, I've missed that. Place your bets now. How many more times are we going to hear that across the next few worlds? Guess Moneybags is still camped out here. Where we got Idle Springs. So some kind of aquatic stage. Oh, Hunter has an orb for us, but hold on. Let's smash this metal jar. First time we've seen, like, the good old glowing silver
Nice,
metal
Spyro. You
return.
look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test.
Is he gonna give us a
See if
race?
you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time.
Just like a brief tutorial about locomotion then.
Okay,
Alright.
not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button, then press jump again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
2.
Nice job. Now try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide.
Uh-huh.
When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
Oh, this is new. Okay, so look, to give you a bit more insight into how this works, we can glide as normal, but if our altitude is just a little bit insufficient, we can press the triangle button to immediately arrest the glide. We can't go back into it till we touch the ground. For a little bit of height and just a tiny bit of forward momentum. That's really nice.
Good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover.
There we go. We played Spyro 1, we're experts.
You're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
Brilliant. Thank you for this thing that does something, certainly. We've unlocked the Well, You Might As Well trophy. Features Hunter's portrait. I've no idea what that's for, just completing his little tutorial. There's what I assume might be the boss, Colossus. Okay, well, I guess while we're here, we might as well see what Winnie the Jackass has to say.
I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
Oh, good. He's going to be our move trainer. 500. Yikes. Okay, let's get as many gems as possible and then unlock like proper dive controls. Okay, so a brighter shade of purple gem is still the 25 value collectible. There's just like there appears to be a slightly duller shade that serves as the 5 now instead of a blue. Ooh, extra life. Now, what else are we missing here? I'm sure there's plenty more to explore and we're just not seeing it all. And there's those 3 orbs we need to find. I would assume Moneybags probably either has or leads the way to one of them. And we might need to swim for 1 or 2 more.
This one's tricky.
Oh, he's just tutorializing at us again. Oh, check it out. There's an orb. Can we make it from here? No. But we can probably make it... Ooh. From the castle.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around, is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
Grand. Well, with that done, we may as well go check out... Weren't any portals in here we missed, right? No, we'll have to get to some others by swimming, no doubt. Let's head off to Idle Springs and see what exactly has gone wrong there. The mouse miners weren't having too much trouble. They were just being attacked by extremely cowardly lizard soldiers. And a couple beefy ones with hammers. Oh, is that like a subspecies of the Shreks? Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a creepy idea. So we get these nice little intro cinematics. So, looks like... Oh, and each world has its own distinct heraldry. Like, the first world had these banners depicting a gemstone, and the pennants here have sort of a tiki head and some kind of fetish topping the banner. Well, let's talk to the Shrek in charge.
The idols we were carving have come to life. They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food. The workers can break the locks if they can get to the doors.
Alright. Thanks for that, Bob. Let's crack open that guidebook. 400 gems, a talisman, 2 orbs. Okay. We'll obviously need to come back once we've learned how to swim to get everything here. Fortunately, all of these idols are wooden. Oh, and now our friend here can crack open the temple for us. Now, I'm actually not going to complete this stage this time around, or even complete as much of it as I can, because instead I want to get enough gems to snag that move from Moneybags, then go back and explore everything we can with it, since it looks like we're going to need that ability here. Hold on, I can get this with a hover, I think. Ooh. Didn't hover that time. That's, hold on. Okay. We've got to enter our glide just a little bit earlier, I think. Almost there. Okay. Sorry. Give it one more try. And we'll come back for that as well, I guess. It's weird, because in the first game you could get just about everything in every world on your first run, and this one's clearly not going to operate that way. This is a very beautiful world, though, visually distinct from the first one. It looks like... You just keep living the dream there, buddy. Looks like, there's going to be less thematic consistency between stages in each world, and I generally really like that. It allows them to be a bit more creative with their design choices. As we've gone from like a little mining village to this really interesting little temple atoll inhabited almost exclusively by like perverted Shreks.
Those metal shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack. If you press and hold the charge button, you can defeat them with your charge attack.
As in the first game. Let's see. Hopefully there should be enough gems to allow us to go back in this little courtyard. Looks like enemies also don't drop gems anymore, as they instead now drop those little motes of light. Extra life. And we're going to have exactly enough. Alright, let's head on back. And collect a buttload of additional treasure. Yep, back we go. Perfect.
Hello there, Spyro. Would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose
so he's already charging out the nose. We're already going to have to pay out the nose. We've gone from 100 gems to 500, but then again, this is way more useful than constructing a bridge.
You can use your left stick to move around the surface. Use the charge button to dive underwater. When you're underwater, use the jump button to paddle and charge button to charge.
Okay. Easy enough. We obviously can't breathe fire underwater. I think in some later games, Spyro might get some kind of breath move that makes up for that. But we can still charge perfectly well. Underwater controls are pretty solid, actually. And is there going to be some other world in here? I bet so. Oh god, this is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the rippling reflected light effects from the water surface on the walls. That is... oh god. They've outdone themselves with this. Just the visual presentation of this thing is well worth the full price, I'd say. Did I see something like just rushing ahead earlier?
You're well on your way, Spyro. Keep collecting talismans to help us.
Oh yeah, we've got way more worlds.
Oh, and keep collecting those orbs too. The professor thinks they will help you get back to the Dragon World.
Okay, so we need X amount of orbs just to complete the game. So we've got Sunny Beach and Hurricos. Not interested in any of that right now, though, because we just want to get everything we can here. So this, it appears, can we, like, flame those? I guess not. This appears to be, like, the real hub here. Oh god, look at, like, the sort of, frozen glass effect they've got going on. Oh, man. Hello?
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but you'll have to learn how to climb first.
Definitely something we'll want to ask old Winnie about next time we see him. They've been foreshadowing climbing to such an extent, I would imagine we get it sometime soon.
This mode requires you to manually control the camera. If you'd like, I can change the game camera to use active mode. In active mode, the camera adjusts itself based on your movement.
Oh no, that's a bad idea.
Okay,
I'm alright.
I won't change it. Remember, you can change the camera mode yourself by using the options menu.
Thoughts about the game so far, folks? We've got a couple people in the audience here. Looking pretty good. Definitely even better than the first one somehow. That's the general vibe I'm getting. Bigger, better, generally expanded. Good stuff. Oh, hello again. This must be the boss portal.
The orbs you're carrying have activated the special portal.
But they haven't.
Talisman in Ocean Speedway. But if you're fast, you'll get lots of treasure. Have fun.
Oh, now it has. So that's the Speedway. A good way to get money for poo, I guess. God, this homeworld is sprawling. And yeah, that just spits us out here. And oh, speaking of Winnie, here he is again.
Well, well, good to see you, Spyro. I used to remember how to lower this wall behind me, but I seem to have temporarily forgotten. If you had more money, it might jog my memory.
400. Dude, we are 2 levels into the game, and you've already fleeced us down for 1/10 of the game's currency. You kidding? I can see why that character's kind of notorious amongst the fandom.
This talisman door will only open if you have all 6 Summer Forest talismans. Once the door is open, Ripto and Crush will be waiting in the dungeon.
Okay, so there's 6 talismans here. Thought they said 14 total. So there can't be... I have a feeling we're going to have talismans spread out across maybe 2 or 3 worlds, and then from that point on, we'll just be focusing on collecting the rest of the orbs for the remainder of the game. That's my thought. Oh, okay. I know what we're gonna have to do. Yep. And we got an orb for our troubles. Nice. Behind the door. Yeah, I also appreciate how each orb gets its own little description in the guidebook. Well, with this taken care of, let's go explore the little aquatic area in the little cavern linking the entrance to this world and the main hub with, you know, like the little waterfall we tried to go behind to no avail. And the little bay in Idle Springs, that's it. Sorry, just can't talk today. Alright. Anything in here? No, this is all too shallow. Alrighty. But I know there was stuff in that little pool right at the entrance. So let's head on over. And down we go. Wow, yeah. I'll say. There's just a few gems below the surface, as well as a couple jars containing more valuable treasure. And what's this? Why, it's a tunnel lined with treasure. This has got to be brilliant and is in no way a trap. Is there going to be an orb in here? Yes, because I think this is going to take us to that little overlook. Yeah. This is the orb we saw earlier. On a secret ledge. And I'm guessing the last one is behind Moneybag's door. Well, with all of that taken care of, let's head on back to Idle Springs. Anybody catch the first quote-unquote war table presentation for Marvel's Avengers? Like, you know, the big superhero combat game that's been heavily hyped by Square Enix and their associates? It, man, I'm sorry to say it just really didn't do the job for me, because we've already seen this, we're good. I love the concept of a game where you can play as any of, like, the mainline Avengers. They've all got unique, fun playstyles and massive skill trees with customizable powers and the like. But, like, man, why they gotta make it a live service? Why they gotta make it Destiny with loads of randomized loot and gameplay that's intentionally kind of sluggish and clunky to make you want to see those little numbers go up a bit faster? Like, why can we not do what Insomniac did with Spider-Man and just serve up a really high-quality experience that players will then voluntarily want to pay out the ass for expansions to, you know? It's just not sold me so far, and what I saw a couple days ago was not helping. I have high hopes for the game, of course, because I want a really good Avengers game. But right now, I just don't know. Oh, so it looks like there's some kind of minigame in here. Minigame for an orb.
All our tools, and the giant idle heads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given us. The first puzzle is to turn all these blocks yellow. If you have trouble...
Okay, so solve the three giant idol puzzles. Just turn the blocks yellow, okay. Let's see. Ah, yeah, they're all going to affect the tiles adjacent to them. Yeah. Always takes me a minute to get these, hold on. Okay. No, this just gives us the same problem again. Okay. That's not too bad. Almost there. Okay. Let's try that. And maybe... yeah? No. Never have been any good at puzzles, that's the odd thing. Okay, so, let me think. Uh-huh, so, one... Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. Now I take it we have to deactivate all the lights?
I mean, I knew you could do it. Now, meet me at the pond for the next challenge.
So we're not even doing anything here? Alright. I take it we might crack into that big chest when we're done? One more, because I am incorrigible. Here he is.
This idol says he's hungry and won't be satisfied until he's swallowed 10 fish.
Okay.
He's got a sensitive stomach, so watch what kind of fish you feed him.
So he'll eat 10 blue or yellow fish. No red fish. Got it. Nice and easy. Nope, there we go. Mm-hmm. This reminds me a great deal of one of the Galleon Galaxy challenges from, Ukulele. We earned the bad sushi trophy. Okay, so he's gonna meet us a bit further on, looks like.
Spyro!
How many gems have we collected already? Okay. Why are they all carrying shish kebabs? That's, I mean, it's funny, but why? Can we dive a bit closer to the waterfall? No. And it looks like this time we can't just charge straight through shielded enemies. They do knock us out of our charge. Though we knock them out of this life. Anything else here? Not that I can see, there's stuff up there, but we'll have to come back for that, I imagine. Oh, right. Big guys can't be rammed to death, usually.
To aim the camera left or right, use the right stick.
Got it. Looks like she'll be kind of tutorializing us as we go. Very gradually. That's perfectly fine, I guess. Is this going to be the final idol challenge for that orb? Good thing we don't emulate the poor little knockoff Shreks. Okay, here we go. Some kind of...
If you jump on these stones in the correct order, you will solve the puzzle.
Yeah.
I only know what the first one is. It's up to you to figure the rest out.
Alright, blue star. And we'll have to look elsewhere for hints, I suppose. So we'll keep that in mind and come back to it. Because it's got to have something to do with either the number of sides or no. Symbol, number of sides, and or color. Oh, here's the leader once again.
Pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here. But for the moment, I want you to have this talisman.
Oh, we got it already? Okay. And quite fittingly, it's one of the idols. Not a sentient version, thankfully. Any advice for us? Nope. So this is how we can work our way back along those raised paths we saw earlier. Oh no, this looks like a totally different area. Guarded by a particularly large purple tiki with an umbrella? Some kind of mini-boss, maybe? Yeah, so we've just opened up a whole new world here. Yeah, that ritual area looks really interesting. Gonna want to get over there in a minute. First, let's claim absolutely everything we can here. Hey, how's the audio looking so far? No desync issues? I didn't notice anything on my end so far. Oh, a rocket. Okay. Is that going to... Yeah, destroy that crate on the island. So that's how we get over here. Alright. How many gems? We've got most of the gems, that's great. So we'll head to the end of the little temple that we received the talisman in, and then go back to the ritual area. Is this going eventually to flow out of that statue's mouth earlier in the stage? I bet so. Yep. So, ritual area ahoy. Alright, so what's going on here? We've got a supercharge gate, it looks like. I guess we've got to, like, charge through all of these dancers' platforms. Yep. If we can control ourselves well enough to, of course. Gotta get them in more or less one run, it looks like. Okay. So they're going to pacify the rain god, I guess? Oh.
Look at that.
For a certain value of pacification, I guess.
Like a Roman candle. Now I can pursue that dancing career I've dreamed of. Take this orb. It could help you go places.
Right on. I do appreciate now we're getting rewards too for completing specific tasks, instead of merely finding things. Even though there is, of course, plenty of collections still going on. Collectathon game and all that. We've already got more than enough gems, I think, to get moneybags to lower that wall back in the homeworld. But let us take a quick look at this thing again. Ah, no, it's a sequence. Now we press the star-shaped icon, right? No? This? Okay. Now from that, we go here. And now, square-shaped but octagonal. I'm thinking circle? No. So star, star, square, for whatever reason. Hey, Steel Games, good to see you, man, and thanks for the raid, really appreciate it. And from here, we've not seen any particular hints about. So, one of these. Yeah, okay. That's it. How you doing? Doing very well, thank you.
You're pretty smart for a dragon.
Taking our first little trip into Spyro 2, really enjoying it thus far. How about yourself, sir? How we doing? And that should be our second orb. Excellent. I presume that's what was in the chest. There's no other gems or anything like that. We are, however, still 20 gems shy, and that simply won't do. Not now that we're in a game that's going to actively extort us for gems at every turn. that's most of them. We are now 5 gems short. So finding one of those sort of indigo-colored gems is all we need. Doing excellent? Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. We're racking up the extra lives already, but I seriously doubt we'll need them. As I said, the first game was very, very easy, save the supercharged stages present in some of the later worlds. And I'm not expecting this one to be too different. This is just going to be kind of a leisurely, casual romp, which, after the Crash trilogy, I think we all kind of need. Now, those games were absolutely brutal. Still really looking forward to the 4th, though. Okay. Now, it's more than likely we missed something on the uppermost path. So what that's going to necessitate is, first off, making sure we didn't overlook anything here. Or back here. And there's no gem near the lip of the waterfall, I don't think. No. I'm going to have a very, very busy night and morning as I've got final papers to grade. Always a fun time. Especially when you're working accelerated schedule. I have the very highest hopes because my students are quite excellent, but I know I've taken a look at what's been submitted so far, and we've got at least one that begins with a sort of freestyle take on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme as the introduction, so it's either going to be very, very good or very, very bad. I'm not entirely sure which. Okay. Where is that little 5? Alright. Nothing up here. Yeah, if we missed something on one of these smaller platforms, odds are good that Sparks would have just collected it for us. So let's see. Yeah, no, we're good here. So, back in the ritual area, maybe? Oh, just a hair short. Well, that's alright. Looks like this good old tradition from the first game's going to be following us into the second, searching for that one last gem everywhere. Yeah, it's gotta be the ritual grounds. Because I'm quite confident we explored everything else pretty thoroughly. Could always check the underwater section of the stage once more. I'm, yeah, not really seeing anything. Not on top of one of the idols, eh? Alright. Let's think. As we continue to just gad about kind of aimlessly. I mean, this is my first chance to really 100% complete a stage in this game, something I missed terribly from Spyro 1, so we are taking it if we can. Alright. Oh! Rather close one. Yeah, it might just be at the bottom of the lake. Can't imagine, since we've already been everywhere over in this part of the stage. Yep. All right now. Yep, there it is. Ha! Excellent. Now all we have to do is head on to the portal back home. And we can probably 100% the hub world while we're at it. Since I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts that that last orb is gonna be behind Moneybag's wall. Pretty nice stage overall, maybe a little threadbare compared to the first couple, but aesthetically it's really, really pleasant. Oh, and there's an exit cutscene as well. So I guess we solved the problem of the idols running about, causing great harm to everyone somehow? I don't think we ever did anything to directly address that. We just kind of lit a few of them on fire and helped hula dancers destroy a particularly large one. But the issue of these guys creating golems that want to kill them is still present. Ah, well, we got our collectibles, so that means we don't need to care about this any further. And right back to the castle we go. You might want to check out the Speedway while we're here, to get just a bit more cash, and then check out Colossus, like the world down near the lake here. Okay, let's...
Say, Spyro,
here we
this
go.
wall here? I bet you're dying to know what's on the other side. If
sure.
only I had a few more gems.
Oh yeah, we've heard that dialogue before. All right, there you go.
The sparkling beauty
We've now
of those
given you 1,000 of our gems in a little over an hour. Oh no, it's a beautiful new world arch. All right, I'm digging it. Aquaria Towers. We'll have to come back here later. Love that shimmering sound the portals emit. Don't believe they did in the first game's Reignited remake. There's so many of them here that the halls are just constantly filled with that ethereal droning. Very, very beautiful. Alright, so let's tackle our first speedway. I know these levels have a kind of controversial rep, but I really like them. Or at least I did in the first game. No idea what we're going to be in for here. This is the Ocean Speedway. Alright, looks like we've got boats to destroy, arches to fly through, and rings. Okay, so a bit like the first Speedway from Spyro 1. I think this one looks even better than did the first Reignited remake, if that's possible. Oh no. Oh, dang it. Purely my fault. We've got to destroy these, like, I guess, go-karts that Ripto's men have rigged up. Ooh. Not going to get it on this try. And in fact, yeah, might as well just wait it out. Oh, and there is a gem, or a... Listen to me, I've been playing too much Crash. There is an orb for getting everything in one go, I believe. And to everybody who joined as a result of the raid, I'm so happy to have you here this evening. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy our streams. I know I'm not the most talkative, nor informative streamer in the world, but we're working on that slowly but surely, I think. Also hope the quality of the audio and video are both, you know, solid. I know we had some minor issues with audio while streaming Crash 3. Okay. Now these guys again. Huh. The hitbox for these is far less generous than it was for the Shrek boats in the first game Speedways. Okay. So this time we want to start off going for the rings, I think, because I didn't notice it the first time around. They put us right in front of them. Like so. And they spit us out at the perfect place. Start taking on the arches. Okay. Oh, nice. And this will spit us out right in the path of the little Dino Regatta. So I think they scream when they're within flame range. Gotcha. Almost. We've got the cars are gonna be the tough ones because they move through such narrow tunnels. We've got everything else, though, more or less down. These speedways, if this is any indication, are definitely gonna be harder than the first games, but that's alright because they were overall just a bit too simple, I thought. Like, really masterfully presented as everything in the game. Like, gorgeous, but not exactly the most engaging. As much fun as it is, of course, to just glide around and immolate things with fire breath. Alright, we can make quicker work of these guys this time around, I believe. Yep. Doing much better on the whole. Every time. How? Something is up with these little racers' hitboxes, I think? No way we're getting this, but much closer. Yeah, if you saw, I was hitting them head on, but, not physically, I mean with the fire, but they, just seem to shrug it off entirely, and just, like, take the fire, remain intact, and then collide with Spyro, so... Yeah, I'm thinking something's up with their hitboxes, because the boats seem to function exactly as you'd expect. Doing good so far with these guys. Yeah, see? What on earth? Huh. Well, not entirely sure I dig that. I guess we might have to take them, like, from the rear every time, like, otherwise we'll just be hit by the little prow on the front of the cart. So yeah, these guys we got down. There's a ring we missed, unfortunately. Yeah, that's what it's gonna have to be. Okay, okay. This is rough, but we're getting there. Okay, good so far. That's not ideal timing, but we can still do this, I think. Are you serious? How exactly are we intended to do that? I honestly have no idea. If we can't riddle out a solution this time, I've got an idea. We might do a couple burn runs just to try and figure out exactly how we're intended to destroy the carts, for one thing, because that's the kind of the issue we're having. We can't even destroy them consistently. Oh, dang it. Okay, we're just focusing on the cars for now. Okay. What on earth is up with that? Their hitboxes are so particular, and it's like... Oh! But this serves as... I get it, it's a supercharge ramp, so we can just barrel right through them, like... no consequences. Okay. Well, as usual, the answer is something incredibly simple that I never considered. Alrighty. Well, that should make this simple, if not a little embarrassing. Let's get after those rings and arches one last time. That is interesting, though. New kind of to this game's, I guess not just speedways, but environments. There are certain paths, or surfaces, I guess, like that track, that automatically, without any kind of visual indicator, will bestow us with, like, the super variants of standard maneuvers. Oh, two at once. Nice. Oh, are you kidding me? Now we want to run against the crowd this time. Oof. That's gonna hurt us. Oh. As is my chronic issue with supercharging. So close, so close. One more, kids, one more. Thank you for your patience. Finally there. Alrighty. These first two we've got down. Nice stationary targets. Small disbursements of time for every target, like, ticked off. Again, we've gotten worse at the boats as soon as we figured out how to manage the carts. Ain't that just the way? Alright. Two, one, there we go. All in one, and our orb, I would imagine. Whew. Either that or the orb's going to be hidden somewhere. If that's the case, well, we might be headed back. We did get a ton of treasure for doing that, though, so well worth the time. Let's check our guidebook. Yeah, afraid we're going to have to go back and hunt down this orb in the small amount of time they give us. So I'm guessing it would be nowhere near any of the areas that play host to, well, the actual challenge content. Let's get a bit of extra time by burning up these guys. Do we get anything by, like, flaming the audience? Maybe? That sounds like a pretty Spyro thing.
I guess now you think you're pretty good. Well, let's see if you're as good as the current champion.
Oh, there's gonna be a race? I guess she doesn't mind that we, totally destroyed all of her people. Okay,
Right,
Queen Fenny, let's
Meet
go
the
for it.
course champion. In order to win the race, you must fly through all the rings. But beware, if Hunter flies through a ring first, the ring will start to shrink.
Alright, so we've got to outmaneuver Hunter, who's a pretty adept flyer with natural, or artificial wings, I suppose. So far, so good. Ah! No! No! Bad. Bad. Very bad. Ah!
It's... Alright.
Let's try that again. That's those dips we've got to watch out for, and it seems like, despite this being a race against Hunter, ostensibly, we're really just going to be trying to keep pace with him so none of these rings vanish. Alright, we got this. I think we actually beat him through that one. We don't want to lose sight of him entirely, or oddly enough, actually get ahead of him despite this being a race, because we don't want to, well, have him go off in a totally different direction and shrink a ring down to nothing. Are we going to do this? I believe so. Excellent.
Great job, Spyro. That was some excellent flying.
There we are. An orb well earned. Well, with that taken care of, we can safely retreat. Now we can take on the Colossus world properly, I believe. Alright. We'll need to leave the castle for this one. Back through this lovely little indoor pool. And head to the Colossus world, which is right over here. Let's see what this world has in store for us. Looks like they're all going to be very, very distinct this time around. Even more so than they were in Spyro 1. So it looks like the discount Shreks here are like esoteric Himalayan monks. This is certainly going to be different. So I take it we'll have to either avoid or defeat all of those, or a bunch of those Yeti things. So what's our standard here? Just some kind of symbol, it would appear. Okay, we've got 3 orbs, 400 gems. Let's do it.
He has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
Yeah, so it looks like we need to defeat the Yeti. And just about anything else that gets in our way, of course, as per Spyro tradition. We've unlocked the Using Your Head trophy, I presume, for charging headlong into one of those rams to defeat it. Loving the music here. And again, we've come to a world that is aesthetically very distinct from previous ones. Love all of the different architecture as well from stage to stage. So far, every stage has had a slightly different architectural style.
By concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you.
Okay. I take it we'll have to defend some of the brothers while they focus their energies on the doors. Oh yeah. This stage is clearly designed after, like, the extremely lavish Buddhist monasteries / castles found in the Himalayan regions of the world. Nothing's too terribly dangerous when you've got some pretty solid distance on that flame breath. Now, what do these do? Can we do anything with these, hockey monks?
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
Alright, nothing we can do over here yet, it doesn't appear. Any tips for us?
Like those yaks are too big to be charged.
Oh yeah, yeah, we know.
Should easily take care of large enemies.
So it looks like there's not even any of Ripto's minions here, it's just pure chaos. Thanks to the local wildlife. Now do we have to give... Oh! We probably need so many motes of light from defeated enemies. Yep. To activate the Superfly Gate, I think?
Will activate the power-up in that world. If a power-up isn't active, you need to defeat more enemies.
Got it. Very good. Okay, is there going to be anything behind any of these portraits? I think there was at least one such trick in the first game. We can't reach that ledge yet, obviously. Yeah, this isn't a monastic order, it's a hockey team, judging by the pennants everywhere. Oh, very nice, thank you. But we still need to get everything down here. Oh, and it looks like there's quite a lot, jeez. And an extra life. My question is, are we ever going to have to do anything with the gold statues we've seen all about the place? Alright, what tip you got for us today?
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide far
Yep.
press the jump button again at the very top of your jump.
So that's 3 or 4. I forget how many times we've been given the glide memo thus far. Still nowhere near Spyro 1 levels, but funny that they continue impressing that upon us without end. Oh, okay, so we couldn't just jump out of the way. That homed in on us. Alright. There's another power-up gate. Just need one more kill and we should be good to go. Oh, that's daunting. That's a supercharged track, isn't it? Oh dear. We all know how good I am at supercharged. We'll definitely want to get over there in a minute, but first, let's talk to this guy. There's the Yeti.
I think you should torch that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact, I'm not sure you're up to it.
Which tells me we're probably going to need a super flame. Alright, so these are the new model of indestructible chests, I suppose. That should turn on the power-up arches. Alrighty. Yeah, that's supercharge, alright. I'd know it anywhere. Responsible for the vast majority of my actual deaths in Spyro 1, perhaps all but like one of them. Oh, no, it's like a super jump. Alright. That is admittedly new, so we're going to want to use it to go up there. Right? Yep. Good, good. Nothing over here? Really? Well, nothing over here yet, maybe. Ooh, that's quite a bit of loot. Excellent. We have got over half the gems so far. Alright, now let's see what use we can make of this. Oh, we can just use it to get up here. Alright. Nothing over there. Gotta remember this little side path for later. Wait, should we, despite what he said, should we actually go at least try to attack the Yeti first, and then see if we need something else? He did say he doesn't know if we're up to it, so... Oh, or no. No, we could just
the Yeti was tougher
kill it outright.
I guess he was all bark.
Oh,
I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
oh, it's one of their little statues. Well, we've unlocked the level exit, though we're not in any hurry to go home. Why would we be? This place is gorgeous. Oh, we got some ice. Thankfully, the ice physics for this game are far, far more responsive than Crash's, so I can handle this relatively easily. Oh, he's got 2 orbs for us. I take it he's going to oversee the supercharge challenges that are definitely going to be a thing. Well, let's go back first real quick and make sure we get everything from the ice cave. Nothing there. Alright. Ah, yeah, we left just a couple gems. We've got almost all of them now, just 31 left. Alright, well, let's go see the gem master here. Well, first, let's gather up... Oh, this is an arena. I see. Is this going to be a combat challenge of some kind? Oh no, of course it's a hockey rink. Huh. Maybe there's more treasure in there? Well, only one way to find out, yeah?
Ah, Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. Would you like to join in a match against our goalkeeper?
Oh, sure.
You have 2 minutes to score 5 goals in the red goal.
That doesn't sound terrible. It's a 2 difficulty mission, so not... Oh, Lord. That is not one of the adorable little Shrek men. Okay, I see. We're supposed to gobble up the puck and spit it out. Well, that's 1 goal for us. Oh, he got it. Dang. Alright. Intercept. Ooh! Okay, and he can just stun us. This might be tougher than I thought. Good. And the goalie is having a nervous breakdown. Pretty true to form, I think. You know, as the monk said, the incredibly meditative sport of hockey. Calming, peaceful, serene. Just 2 more. Ah. Wish there was a way to move a little faster on the ice. There we go. Just gotta lead him a little. Like so. Oh! He caught it somehow. Ooh! Oh, this is actually gonna come down to the wire, and I might not get this. There we go.
Well done. Have this.
Oh, I will. Thank you very much.
Would you like to try a game of one-on-one?
Sure.
The first to score 5 goals wins. You are shooting at the red goal. Off you go.
Are we going to be fighting the same? Oh no. So they've got a goalie on their end, of course. Oh, we have a goalie as well. That's very good. So, can we stun our opponent? Why, yes, we can. That's actually going to make this much easier. No time limit. And we can take him out of the running. In the short term, at least. Ooh, and he can check us, it looks like. That's 2. Three. Oof. 4. Just one more. And we will get ourselves a no muss, no fuss orb. Oh, he's going back to guard the goal. Alright, alright. Guard it pretty effectively at that. Good job. There we go, we got a skill point, I guess, for winning without them scoring a single goal.
Stare at it long enough, you might not see anything.
So another proper gem. I keep saying gems because Crash, but a proper orb. We're still down 1 orb and a little chunk of change, though. And I have a sinking feeling it has something to do with those supercharged ramps. Okay, so now we're down just a flat 30. Just about all of which will probably be in one location if my limited experience with this series has taught us anything. Oh, here's the professor, and what's left of our gems? Well, most of them, anyway. Yeah, 10 short. Round the back, hopefully. Hey! That's 4, 5, yes. Perfect. Now we just need to help the professor, exorcise this demon? Who's heading straight off towards the supercharged tracks, where demons belong.
But now it will hide in the statues.
Oh.
If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
Alright, I don't see how that's going to be a 10 difficulty challenge, but... So we have to purify the statues. Got it. So I guess we're not going to be doing anything then with the hot air balloons or the ramps. They're purely for show. Can't exactly say I'm disappointed. I'm not a huge fan of Supercharge, so... Really digging the music here. Yeah, so far I have to say this is somehow even better than Spyro 1. Really digging this. Are there any of the statues over here? No? I'm really glad, too, that a lot of these stages don't just stick to the comparatively generic themes laid out by their worlds. Like, this isn't just, you know, peaceful high fantasy forest. It's Tibetan monastery populated by hockey monks. Nobody could ever accuse this game of being unoriginal. Alright, so the rest of them have to be, over here. And I know there's a couple over here. Oh yeah, near the top of the monastery. Ah, didn't get quite enough height out of it that time. My bad. That's a bit more like it. Well, are they going to be on top of the monastery or around the side? I honestly forget. Oh, it's around the side. So none outside the monastery. There's one. Alright, one more. I figured we were going to be doing something with the statues at some point. Alright. Now let's try to get a better vantage point. Ah! Or not. There we go.
Well done, Spyro. You've scared the evil spirit away. Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need it.
One has to wonder if he freed the evil spirit while stealing, like, ancient treasure from the temple. Honestly, not what I was expecting of a world called Colossus, either. Well, let's head on home. We got everything we needed, including the talisman. I do really appreciate these little intro-outro cutscenes. So it seems like these guys are just going to be comically incompetent no matter where we run into them. Which begs the question, what exactly are they? They look a lot like the discount Shreks from the first game. Like, just redesigned and coded to be less, antagonistic or less threatening. They're smaller, have a rounder general, shape about them. More humanoid features, generally. If that makes sense. Well, with all of that taken care of, I think it's time to properly explore the worlds hidden away inside the castle now. We've collected almost everything here. Yeah, what's left is going to be, accessible by climbing. So we'll also need to find moneybags to teach us that little trick as well. Oh, we can even flame those switches. I honestly was not expecting that to work. Well, let's start here with Sunny Beach. That sounds nice and breezy. Going to get some use out of our underwater motion capabilities, or our diving capabilities in this world, I would imagine. Oh, dear. What on earth are these things? Uh-huh. They're not horrifying in the least. So we've got a bunch of baby turtles. And yeah, our flag here seems to be vaguely depicting the general outline of a tortoise or something. So we've got 3 orbs this time. Hello?
Hi, Spyro. It's a good thing you're here. If you can help shepherd those baby turtles over there to safety, I'd be mighty grateful.
Okay. So do we have to, like, make contact with each of them? Or... no? Do we have to ride this thing? Or... okay, there you go. Mm-hmm. Good. Good. Oh, there we go. And they just move on of their own accord. Excellent. Well, on you get. I was about to say, don't make me attack the kids to get them moving. Now what is this? Appears to be something we can't access quite yet. What on earth? Okay, so maybe one of the orbs will be in there a bit later on. Oh. It's some kind of starfish warrior. Oh god, look at this place, would you? It's gorgeous. And it looks like the penguins and those weird blue things are going to be enemies here. Easily dispatched as ever, though it looks like the penguins' floaty acts as like some fairly frail armor. Alright, hold on there, you little gremlins. We'll get it nice and open for you. Just give us a minute. Does the fairy have any advice for us this time? No? Alright. Ooh, just look at that. Breathtaking, isn't it? We're going to have to do something with these, eventually. Yeah, and sooner rather than later, I'm thinking. Alright, big guy, over you get. That's the way. Ah, another climbing area. Ooh. Surprised me, that one did. So once we get 11 kills here, we'll be able to get our hands on some kind of special power-up. That power-up's probably gonna be what we need to crack the chests. Have to remember to dive down there later on. Yep. That, dear friends, is Super Flame, the simplest and probably one of the most enjoyable of Spyro's enhanced powers.
The water workers have captured most of our baby turtles, and the boxes they put them in are incredibly strong.
That's what are in the chests.
With a more powerful flame attack, maybe you could break open the boxes and release them.
Sure. And those bizarre blue humanoid things are the water workers, apparently. Alright. I gotcha. Oh, so we just spit out, like, targeted fireballs now. Sick. Oh, jeez. Ah, just barely missed. Well, that's fine. Let's try to get at least 2 more in this direction right quick. Good. Hopefully this still works underwater. Ah. Jeez! Yep, it does. Awesome. Oops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. We might not need the climb after all. Not here, anyway. Nice. That's all that appears to be up there for now. Ooh, didn't want to miss that. Ah, I see. Oops. Gotta remember, we have to glide for like a full second before we can successfully, hover. Oh, Lord, it's one of these again. Alright, yeah, we're good, we're good. Just show me the chest. Where is the chest? Oh, it's probably somewhere at the lake bed. Or at the bottom of the water, I should say. Okay, so here's where our little liabilities have come. Ah, there it is. There it is. Doing pretty well on gems so far. We've got a ton of them, and I'm certain Moneybags will be all too happy to take them off our hands. Yeah, so far, hold on, we have found over 2,000 of the game's gems. So I'm thinking there might be something like only 3 hub worlds, or maybe 3 and then a very short 4th. Not entirely sure. But clearly there's more to each hub world here.
Hello, young one. There's a chef up at the top of this ladder who wants to make soup out of our turtles. Maybe you could climb up there and stop him?
Alas, if only I could climb. So we just need to nudge him up here, right? Looks like that chef's got 2 orbs for us, so we'll definitely have to come back here later on. Keep it moving. There we are. This should give us our relic, yes. Or talisman, I keep using Crash parlance. Well, let's go save the rest of the baby turtles first. How many gems do we have? A fair number of them, but we're not going to be able to get them all until we have have our climb move, it looks like.
Most
There we go.
impressive. Please take this sacred thingamajig as a token of our everlasting gratitude.
Alright, sick. That's the only orb we can grab here for now, it looks like, since the chef has the others. Okay.
Thank you, young dragon. The baby turtles will be safe up here. Please take this talisman as a token of our gratitude.
Alright, what's the talisman going to be here? Oh, just a token of some kind. Well, alright. We will definitely be back for our remaining loot. Alright, that completed the Sunny Beach stage for now. Let's head on over to Hurricos and see if Moneybags isn't willing to give us that new move. Interested to see what this one's going to be like. Stormy, I'd imagine. Hurricos, Hurricane, perhaps? Huh. Looks like we're probably going to have to help that little gremlin at some point. And take on these ogre-looking things. Oh yeah, here he is right from the start, so this world's a bit more advanced than the others.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders.
Ah, they're
Now
trolls.
They've set up force fields to separate us. If you find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force fields. I think there's a diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
Ah, so you mean this light bulb directly behind you. Alright. That should get us past this field. Yeah, we don't even have to do anything, it'll just disable it automatically. Alright, good stuff. Ah, we've got robots that we have to charge. And these big gearheads that we have to flame to death. Oh, that one was hiding. Really like the atmosphere of this world. Again, very distinct from what we've already seen. Maybe these guys are cast off Discount Shreks. I mean, they were pretty high-tech as Spyro 1 civilizations went. They even look a bit like the Norks, actually. Anything in any of these windmills? Or are we just going to have to do something with them later? Okay. Oop. Missed one. Platforming challenge with an orb on the other side. We'll have to come back here a bit later on for that. Looks like immediately we're going to be asked to dispose of both of our diodes. Don't think we can swim in that. The water's been contaminated. There we go. Oh, looks like there's quite a few enemies to deal with here. You going to have to ride those turbines or like slow them down? Probably both. Uh-huh. Gotta remember that switch is here. Oop, my bad. Diode, yes please. And I take it we're going to get some kind of special move we can use to smash the windmills and access the switches they're hiding. What's up here? Diode gate? Oh, not yet, apparently. How many gems we have? Ah, a fair few. Some of those large purple guys we saw in the intro. We're going to have to take them down, all of the egg thieves.
These gear grinder thieves keep taking our lightning stones. If you can replace them all and activate our generator, I'd be very grateful.
Alright. Well, there's one of them down. Oh, but there's a lot of them. Like, a lot of them. So are they going to try to abscond with the stones I replace, or no? Doesn't look like it so far. Do we have to reactivate this one? No, these are just for decoration, it looks like. Ah, this one isn't, though. That's them down. There's got to be many more of them elsewhere in the stage, then. Maybe this will open up a path to additional thieves. Here we go. Now, is that all of them? Here, at least? Looks like it. We've turned that one on. Oh. Yep. They come back. Or rather, they spawn reinforcements. Oh, no, you don't. But replacing the lightning stone seems to draw them out, so... probably a good idea at any rate. Well, damn, he undid my work real quick. Alright, we've just got to keep doing this dance for a little while, I think. Just to lure them out. Like so. 3 more. Ah. Why are you stealing them if you're just throwing them on the ground 5 feet away? That seems to defeat the purpose, I would argue. Aha. Oof. Last one's at it again. For the last time, too. Well, now that all of them are dead, we can turn the juice back on. Permanently, this time. Alright, just one more over here. There we are.
Thank you, Spyro. I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stones. Please, take it as a reward.
Orb? Orb, yeah, there we go. By now, especially if the... Oh, the gear grinders did not count towards our enemy total. That's right. Okay, then. Gonna need to stock up on some more diodes while we're here. Even more of those windmills protecting switches. Might be some kind of timed challenge associated with them. Well, we can go find out whatever it is now. Oh! That one followed us. Not that it matters, because that cutscene just saved us from damage. Nice. We've earned the Exterminate trophy, I guess, for getting rid of all of the robots present in the stage. As well as found, I suppose, what will be the exit, ultimately. Okay. Let's deal with you next. Is this supercharged? Yes, it is. Oh dear. Okay, so you've got to charge your way through it. Understood. Oh, and that's going to slow the turbines. Or halt them entirely. Nice. That's the second one down. No more of them over here, right? Oof. Let's actually find our target this time. Ah, here they are. Just have to hang a right as soon as we get through the arch. Perfect. One more. Ooh, extra life. Sure. I'm going to need them when they start introducing ramp courses involving the supercharge. Oh, so... hold on. I'll figure out a way to maneuver that one. There we go. Roundabout, but we managed.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our electricity. Please help us by shutting down the machinery inside.
You got it. Little wanton destruction is right up Spyro's alley. We can actually get over there, too, thanks to our having slowed the turbines and probably destroyed a lot of the Electrol's machinery. Ah, that's a gem we missed. We'll have to remember it. Nothing over here that I can see, anyway. Nice. We've got another orb challenge. Either that or more instructions on this one.
Spyro, you have done well so far. You could have this little trinket for good
Oh,
luck.
he's just going to hand it over.
Questions about
all
shutting
right.
down the factory? Just ask me.
Well, thank you.
The next glides get tricky. You'll have to use your hover maneuver to make them. Press the action button during a glide to hover.
Yep,
and get extra
we know.
height.
We know.
Remember to press the action button when...
Okay. Oh, this is a 5 difficulty. Alright. Actually looks like it could be pretty tricky. Hey, there's one down. Now we're going to have to jump from one to the next. Trickier. And we should get our final orb then just by making it to the end of this little obstacle course. Right? Because if we go to our guidebook, yeah, it'll be Factory Glide 2. Nice. This one's gonna take everything we got. But we got it. And now over there. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Alright. Ha! Got it.
Spyro, help! The switch to turn off the gear grinder factory is in that room, but, it's awfully noisy.
Wait, it's the Gear Grinder's factory? So what are these guys doing here? I thought this was their world and we were helping liberate it, not... I guess helping the Electrolls overthrow this land's, controllers. So now we're going to have to spit some kind of stones into the power conduits, right?
This stuck between the gears. You can have it if you want.
Or not. Okay. So that, friends, is Factory Glide 2, I guess. My question is, where are those remaining 20 gems? We know where at least 5 of them are. Oh wait, are there the jars near the exit that we neglected to break? Yes, there are. Well, there we go.
Thank you,
100% once again.
Activated all of the electric barriers. We've been guarding this talisman from the gear grinders. Please, take it as a reward.
And quite fittingly, it's a gear with, I guess, the Hurricane symbol on it. Nice. Jeez, yeah, I think we just assisted in a violent revolution. You know, for kids. Alrighty. Well, let's head on over to the towers, as I think it's the last stage in this hub, and the last possible place where we could find money bags to share the wonderful climbing technique with us. Well, actually, give me just a minute. Going to take 5 minutes to go grab a new drink and put a load of clothes on the wash, as that's probably something I need to do before the night's out. And then I will be right back in about 5 minutes, so stick around, folks. Alright, thank you very much for your patience. We are back to close out tonight's stream with one more little romp through the last world that this hub connects to, which we have yet to see. The Aquaria Towers. Probably a good thing we learned to swim before heading on in, yeah? Hopefully we will also learn how to climb here. Or perhaps in the next hub world. Who knows? Looks like the water workers are going to be our enemies once again here. Okay. Not exactly what the name Aquaria Towers brings to mind, is it? It's like a fairly dismal industrial setting, like a sewer, basically.
The funny-looking guys with the shock sticks have drained all our water. We can't get it back unless someone activates the switches they're guarding.
So we're going to have to open some floodgates, got it. Okay. Oh wait, no, sorry, I missed a switch back there. Right here, which should raise the walkway, maybe? Or no, just, raise the water level. Very good. So I can't quite get up there yet. We can explore a bit further down here, at least. Good stuff. This is just a light, I believe. Yeah, nothing down there. Another floodgate. MC Toombs has so many gems. Yeah, God, this game has 10,000 of them. And within an hour, the resident money-grubbing bear had already extorted us for over 1,000. So really, I've collected over 2,700 gems in a little over 2.5 hours. MC says, feels good, doesn't it? You know, it does. Even though, like, we haven't actually earned any more proportionally than we would have in Spyro 1, just seeing the big numbers get bigger and bigger gives you a fantastic rush of dopamine. Okay, let's flood the place. Oh, unfortunately, these gems didn't require me to damn near rip my hair out, so there's that. God, could you imagine having to do like a death path run for every single one of these? Like, 1,739 gems? Jeez. We'll hold off on that. We probably want to explore the rest of this area first. Yep, definitely want to. We've got robo-sharks. Oh, robo-sharks that just eat us alive if we even come over there. So we're going to need some kind of, special power-up. Probably Super Flame, I'm thinking. Alright, so those nasties aside, what else we got around here? Anything but the path forward? Maybe not. Alright, up we go then. Ooh. Gonna have to watch the water workers a little. The crabs pose no threat underwater, but oh, good. Good, it's the extortion bear again. Okay, how much to let us take the submarine for a ride?
Look to get here. All the same, you won't be able to get past the metal sharks up ahead.
MC Tomb says, I also love swimming with Spyro. Yeah, the controls are really tight. I appreciate them. Oh, just 100 gems? Yeah, that's nothing by your standards.
This submarine is 100% shotproof. I guarantee it.
Alright, let's destroy some stuff. Oh, no, it's just going to automatically take us around. Okay. Okay. And we'll probably have to come back through to avoid the sharks. Got it. Once we unlock... Again... Okay. Some kind of special ability. As much fun as swimming around is, gonna try to get as many of these collectibles as I can before I trigger the floodgate. You just a save point? No advice? Okay. Ah, there we go. Can't miss these. Well, let's collect what we can down here before we have to go anywhere near the shark, who are right there. Okay. We're good for now. Are we... Yep, looks like we've cleared everything out over here, right? There's not a gem, like, hiding somewhere over here. Okay. Yeah, the crabs are nothing, even underwater.
Our world is wet again. We all want you to have this talisman of Aquaria Towers to remember us by.
Sorry to disappoint you, man, but your world is kind of awful. Like, we just left these really cool little revolutionary trolls who lived on, like, a remote island full of advanced technology, and earlier we found a tribe of Shreks that used their mastery of hockey to achieve enlightenment. That's, you know, pretty cool. You guys just live in a sewer. But hey, you know, glad to be here. All the same, we're gonna have to go explore the surface in a bit, but... Ah, Super Flame, as I thought. We can use this to deal with those nasty sharks. Like so. No doubt there's going to be a trophy or something for getting rid of all of them. And of course, let's not forget to, after we top up, go deal with all of the sharks in the tunnel. Okay, making good time, I'd say. There we go, we unlocked the Lockjaw trophy for, indeed, destroying all of the metal sharks. And we didn't miss a single chest, it looks like. Kinda wish we could use a Super Flame just to destroy Moneybag's sub, purely to spite him, of course. MC2M says, don't worry, the spite will come. Oh, looking forward to that. So far I have to say, as great as Spyro 1 was, I am blown away by this. This is an incredible game thus far, and I don't think it's going to get any less impressive as time goes on. Probably just the opposite. Okay, now let's see what we've got to deal with up here. Well... oh, well, here's like the actual settlement. Real quick, how many... yeah, okay, I just noticed that. We don't have any of the orbs here. They're all linked to, these guys. So really, all the work we've done up to this point is purely preliminary, and now we're accessing the actual world itself. Very nice. God, and the settlement is just crawling with gems that we are, of course, repossessing for a greater purpose. There we go. How many gems do we have? Almost all of them. And see, Jim says, I wonder if burning the big algae is a thing. Well, you've played this game, so I believe, so you would know. At least I think you've played this game, anyway. If it is, well, we might be told to do so by one of the fishmen. Or, sorry, the seahorses. But it's doubtful they've got gems. Oh, still a thing, you said. Yeah, okay. Looks like it. So, why don't we test that out right now, then? Looks like that's going to be some kind of race. I'm glad that they're giving us way more chances to play around with the Super Flame in this game. It was severely underutilized in the first game, especially compared to Supercharge. And of course, there's other super moves available now as well. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm supposing some will have gems, some will not. That kind of thing. Ah, just in time. Dang it. We can scoop up those last gems, probably from the algae. Oh, MC2M says it's a skill point. I see. MC2M says in the original there were no indications for any skill point, at least in the game. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, we are down 10 gems, so that could just be a yellow, for instance. I seriously doubt we missed anything down below, but it might be worth a look. Hey, Maisie, good to see you. It's been a while. You've made it, like kind of close to the tail end, depending on how much trouble this last gym gives me. Just got out of work? Wonderful. I hope you've had a good day so far. For sure, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Well, tell you what, why don't we start on the orb challenges, and then see if we can't find that last gem. Let's talk to the Seahorse King.
My children and have hidden them in the top of each of these numbered towers. I borrowed some explosives to blast open the tower doors.
From where?
If you can make it to the top of the 6 numbered towers, my children will be safe.
Great. Oh, okay. Daisy says, work was really fun today. I don't know why. I found some common interest with workers and had some great chats. That's excellent. Always good to develop camaraderie with those you work with. For example, we got to talk about the MCU culinary techniques in anime. Oh, wonderful. I was, a bit earlier on in the stream, I was talking about that, Marvel's Avengers game that Square Enix is developing, and the recent sort of, press release footage that was produced. Suffice to say, despite being a huge comic fan, I'm not terribly impressed right now. They're kind of going along a live service route and trying to make it basically Destiny with Iron Man. Like, that's about it. Alright. Oh wait, no, some of the towers are actually under the surface. That's right. That's right. 3, in fact, should be right down here. Three and 4. What kind of obstacle is this one going to have? Oh, just a crab. Alright. Shogeki no Soma, is that, a series about, like, a over-the-top anime culinary competition? A la Iron Chef or something? There we go. Food Wars. Ah. NC2M says, never watched a single food battle, not my thing. The closest I've ever come is, like, the original Japanese run of Iron Chef, which is, no joke, one of my favorite television programs of all time. There's so much, like, tongue-in-cheek camp in the presentation that it is an eminently enjoyable watch every single time. The American version of the program, I think, is actually pretty bland. They eliminate a lot of the really over-the-top theatrics from, like, the presentation, and sort of the wink-wink, nudge-nudge acknowledgement of how silly a lot of it is, and opt for something way more serious. Maisie says, honestly, when it comes to culinary shows, my favorite would probably be Cutthroat Kitchen. That's, that game show that Alton Brown hosts, right? I remember when I was little, my dad and I used to watch, Good Eats all the time. Maisie says, I feel the same about Ninja Warrior. I like the Japanese version better. Also something me and my dad used to watch all the time, on G4, back when that was still a thing. The original competitions broadcast from Mount Midoriyama. I adored the original Ninja Warrior. Never saw the American version. Never had a terrible urge to, really. I'm looking for that last gem. As ever. Oh, there's the rest of the algae. As he says, yep, it's the one where you buy sabotages for your opponents at an auction while cooking. Yeah. Yeah, and it's... there it is. Or there they are, I should say. Ha! I've tried watching Top Chef several times, but A, it's victim of reality show editing, where they really try to push to make, well, editing and production, where conflict is preferred over, like, demonstration of talent or anything like that. And B, absolutely everybody, usually the judges in particular, are just horrible. There's so much pretentiousness present in all of the presentation, the dialogue, all that. It's not pleasant for me, even speaking as somebody who adores food and, like, high-end culinary techniques. Yeah, I've tried many times. Maisie says, MC says, growing up with French dubbing of everything has taught me to go sub only. Are those dubs typically not very good, or... And Maisie says, for example, you could take all of someone's knives and make them cut like a whole chicken with a plastic spoon or something.
I heard that you're collecting Please, take this.
I am not the strongest person in the world, and so occasionally have difficulty really sawing through, like, tendon or something with a knife. I can't imagine doing it with a spoon. And Maisie says, what kind of movies do you guys like? Oh, gosh. If I'm being terribly honest, I'm a really big fan of really, really bad films. So, of course, all the classics, Room, Birdemic, Sharknado, all those are amazing. But I'm a huge fan of low-budget or redundant horror films, like the kind of crap that Blumhouse puts out. In fact, in my hometown, me and one of my best friends, back when I was still living there, and we've got to do this again once the whole pandemic thing is behind us, would meet up about every 8 to 10 days and go watch whatever appeared to be the worst movie in the theater at the time. I absolutely adore action and superhero films, because I am extremely predictable, and I do love me a good classic sci-fi, like sort of Star Trek-y, high-tech, kind of utopian sci-fi stuff. MC says they often have terrible dubbing. Yeah, oh, that's a shame. Daisy says, you want to hear something crazy? Yeah, sure, go ahead. MC says, rewatched Lilo and Stitch recently, love it. I actually have seen the Lilo and Stitch television program, like the cartoon adaptation, and I remember it being, like, really good for what it was. Like, for a Disney series spun off of a property you wouldn't really think they could get too much out of. It was a good time, at least when I was, in the target demographic. Okay, let's ride a manta ray. Sure.
And remember, he's brand new, so try not to get him dented or scratched up.
Oh. Okay. Oh, we missed a ring.
Okay.
One of them appeared totally off to the side, I think. Yeah, there it is. there's a delay just long enough to totally throw you between when one ring is passed through. Oh no, the seahorse is spawning them. I got it, so we just have to trail him.
Well done. I suppose I owe you something for that. Here, take this.
Oh, and yes, Macy, by all means, we would love to hear something crazy.
Now that the manta ray's tamed, I'd love to get him into racing shape. Care to take him through a harder course?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good luck.
I promise you it is not going to be the hardest thing I've had to do on stream in the past week, Hunter, but I appreciate your forewarning. Spyro is like basically just a cooldown after a crash. Something nice and kind of breezy, with beautiful world building and great music and characters and all that. Because, kids, let me tell you something. After this, after we're through with Spyro and something else a little bit odd I'm probably going to show you guys before we dive back into Crash 3, albeit reluctantly. Trust me, tomorrow's stream is going to be really weird, if, like, the materials I've seen for the games I'm going to be playing are any indication. We're going to be tackling something that a lot of people think is really hard. I don't necessarily, but we're going to be cranking that dial right back on up. Not quite up to Crash, or Cold Hard Crash levels, because I don't think anything's going to give me that much difficulty from here on, but... No, I guess we didn't get rid of... Oh. We didn't get rid of all of them, I guess. We helped? Question mark? MC says, what game would that be? I'm actually going to begin, since I got the remaster of the first game in the post just last week, I'm going to begin guiding you guys step by step through the entire, like, From Software Soulsborne series, hopefully culminating with that awesome Demon Souls remake that's coming out for PS5 and Xbox Series X, I guess. And Macy says I was going to compete with my friend Cam, who, funny enough, also works at McDonald's. I could tell you this, as somebody who really adores the Souls series, absolutely nothing that series has to offer us is going to be as difficult as Cold Hard Crash. I know it sounds ridiculous, but apparently, when the Crash Insane Trilogy was released, plenty of people, like, in the games journalism and all that, were actually Did your first message send? Yeah, it says you were going to compete with your friend, who, funny enough, also works at McDonald's. That's what I got, at least. Oh, you... if it's a really big message, no, for whatever reason it did not come through. But apparently lots of people were comparing Crash Bandicoot to Dark Souls, and I would say that is not fair to Dark Souls. Okay? Dark Souls has way more reasonable difficulty than Crash 1. So, with that, we saved? Question mark? The seahorse people in their sewer village and got, like, some kind of conch. You'll send it on Discord? Alright, well, that's probably going to be a decent idea, because I think I'm going to cut the stream here. I have papers to grade. It's finals day today. But, yeah, I'm really loving Spyro 2 so far. We've got new abilities, greater diversity amongst tasks in the world. It's feeling closer and closer to what, like, the early Ratchet and Clank games were, and I think we're going to see more of that as we progress through the trilogy. Looks like we're not going to have quite as many stages in this game as in the first, but what we do have is going to be, you know, substantially bulkier. Like, each of the stages in this game, or in this world, are about twice as long as one would be in the first. So they've expanded on absolutely everything. There's actual NPCs now. There's a lot more character and personality in the worlds and their inhabitants. Just, I'm looking forward to continuing this journey with you guys. But not tomorrow. No. We're going to be spending an hour cleaning up some of the material in Crash 3, because there's still a good little ways to go in terms of grinding gems and relics and the like. And then I'm going to be going a little bit experimental with a game I've never played, know next to nothing about, and bought purely because I absolutely adore its director and team's previous work. The game in question is apparently called Watam, and it is the latest, or one of the latest projects from the team that created the absolutely phenomenal Katamari series, beginning with Katamari Damacy pretty early on in the PlayStation 2's life cycle. That's a franchise that's unfortunately kind of fallen off the map entirely in recent years after enjoying surprising longevity. And if that series is any indication, Watam is going to be weird and full of charm and personality, almost entirely bereft of, like, appropriate context. So it's gonna be a wild ride. It's gonna be probably a more relaxed stream, other than Crash, of course. And we're going to tuck into that game, after which we'll definitely be back for more Spyro for the following day's 3-hour stream, alright? So thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you, as always, sharing yourselves and your time with me this evening. And I hope to see you again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Time as we dig into some more Crash 3 and Watam. Take care.